In the fog-shrouded hills of Eldridge Manor, where the wind whispered secrets through ancient oaks, Elena Voss stepped out of her sleek black Audi. The estate loomed like a forgotten king, its Gothic spires piercing the stormy sky. She was 28, with raven hair cascading like midnight silk and emerald eyes that hid a storm of their own. Elena had returned after 5 years, summoned by a letter from her estranged aunt, Victoria Langford, the matriarch who controlled the family fortune. The gravel crunched under her heels as she approached the massive oak doors. They creaked open before she knocked, revealing Harold, the butler whose face was etched with more lines than she remembered. "Miss Elena," he rasped, his voice like dry leaves. "She's expecting you in the study." Elena nodded, her heart pounding. Victoria had always been a tyrant, marrying into wealth and devouring it whole. Rumors swirled, affairs, blackmail, a string of dead lovers. But family duty pulled Elena back. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of aged whiskey and roses, Victoria's favorites. The study was a cavern of leather-bound books and flickering candlelight. Victoria sat by the fire, her silver hair piled high, diamonds glinting on her wrinkled fingers. At 72, she was still regal, her eyes sharp as daggers. "Elena, my dear niece. You've come. Sit." Elena perched on the edge of a velvet chair. "Aunt Victoria. Your letter was cryptic. What's this about the will?" Victoria's lips curled into a predatory smile. "Everything, darling. Eldridge Manor, the vineyards, the offshore accounts, worth 50 million. But only if you stay. Marry well, produce an heir. Or it all goes to charity." Elena's pulse raced. Freedom from her dead-end life in the city? Tempting. But Victoria's gaze lingered too long, probing. "Why me? You have Marcus." "Your cousin," Victoria sneered. "A wastrel. Gambling debts up to his eyeballs." "No, Elena. You're the sharp one." As thunder rumbled outside, Elena felt eyes on her. Unseen watchers in the shadows. That night, the household assembled for dinner. Marcus Langford, 35, lounged at the table like a spoiled prince, blonde, handsome, with a smirk that screamed entitlement. Beside him sat Lila, his wife of 2 years, a former model whose beauty masked a viper's tongue. Lila's laughter was forced, her hand clutching a champagne flute too tightly. Dr. Reginald Thorne, Victoria's personal physician, fidgeted with his napkin. Mid-50s, balding, with spectacles that magnified his nervous eyes. He dosed Victoria's nightly gin with vitamins, or so he claimed, and then there was Damien Blackwood, the groundskeeper, tall, brooding, with tattooed arms and a scar across his jaw. Elena remembered him from childhood summers. He'd been the stable boy then, now transformed into a man who made her stomach flutter. Victoria raised her glass. To family. And fortunes yet to be claimed. Conversation flowed like poisoned wine. Marcus boasted of his latest yacht scheme. Lila eyed Elena's necklace, a family heirloom Victoria had sent with a summons. "Darling, that ruby suits you. Almost as if it was meant for you." Elena touched it, feeling its weight. "Aunt's gift. A peace offering, perhaps." Dr. Thorne cleared his throat. "Mrs. Langford's health is delicate. The heart medication must be precise." Victoria waved him off. "Nonsense. I'm indestructible." As plates cleared, Elena slipped outside for air. Damien was there, chopping wood by lantern light. Sweat gleamed on his muscled back. "City girl returns," he said, voice gravelly. "Trouble follows." She laughed softly. "Always has. You look different. Life hardens you." His eyes locked on hers, a spark igniting. "Victoria's playing games. Watch your back." Their hands brushed as he handed her an axe. Electricity. For a moment, the manor faded back inside, screams shattered the night. Harold burst into the dining room. "Mrs. Langford." "The study, she's dead." Victoria slumped over her desk, eyes wide in eternal shock. A shattered teacup lay beside her, laced with the dregs of her evening brew. No blood, no weapon, just a faint blue tinge to her lips. Poison. Elena knelt, heart hammering. Who found her? I did, miss, Harold stammered. Bringing her nightcap. Marcus paced, face pale. This is insane. She was fine at dinner. Lila sobbed dramatically, dabbing crocodile tears. Dr. Thorne examined the body, muttering, cyanide. Fast-acting. Ingested within the hour. Damien entered, wiping dirt from his hands. Heard the yell. Grounds are secure, no intruders. Inspector Graves arrived at dawn, a bulldog of a man from the local constabulary. Rain lashed the windows as he grilled them. Alibis? Graves barked. Marcus, poker with Lila in their suite, 10 p.m. to midnight. Lila, confirmed, but Marcus stepped out for a smoke. Dr. Thorne, in his quarters, mixing meds. Harold, kitchen, then nightcap delivery. Damien, barn, tending horses. Elena, her room, reading the will. Victoria had slipped her earlier. Graves eyed the ruby necklace. Family drama, eh? Motives abound. Inheritance tops the list. Elena shivered. The will named her primary heir, 50 million, if she stayed a year. Marcus got scraps. Lila nothing. Thorne a pittance. Damien? A cottage. As the body was wheeled out, Elena found a note crumpled under Victoria's chair, beware the serpent in silk. Days blurred into a gothic lockdown. Police tape fluttered like funeral ribbons. Elena explored the manor, uncovering secrets in dusty attics. Victoria's diaries revealed torrid affairs, Marcus's father, dead suspiciously young, Thorne's gambling debts paid off by Victoria, Lila's modeling career funded by blackmail photos. One night, Elena met Damien in the library. Moonlight filtered through stained glass. She confided in you? He asked, pouring scotch. Some. Said Marcus was plotting. Their knees touched under the table. Heat built. Damien's hand grazed her thigh. Victoria toyed with us all. Promised me the estate if I pleased her. His eyes darkened. I refused. Elena's breath caught. And now? Now, you're the prize. He kissed her, fierce and hungry. Passion exploded, clothes shed, bodies entwined on Persian rugs. It was raw, desperate, a rebellion against the manor's chill. Afterward, whispering, Damien confessed, I saw Lila near the study that night. Slipping something into Harold's tray. Betrayal seated. Marcus cornered Elena in the greenhouse. Orchids dripped condensation like tears. Cousin, we need to talk alliance. Split the pot? She feigned interest. Police suspect you. Your debts. He grabbed her arm. Lila's barren. No heir. You play along, or. His grip tightened. That evening, Lila approached, all honeyed smiles. Darling, Marcus is beastly. Victoria promised me jewels. Help me, and I'll share secrets. She slipped Elena a photo. Victoria and Thorne, intimate. Poisonous alliances swirled. Doctor. Thorne pulled Elena aside in the cellar, wine racks looming. I loved her. But she ruined me, blackmailed me into silence about her husband's accident. His hands shook. The cyanide? From my kit. Missing vial. Elena's mind raced. Everyone had access. On the fifth night, a scream pierced the manor. Harold, throat slit in the kitchen. Blood pooled like spilled ink. No pin to his chest, serpents shed skins. Panic erupted. Grace returned, furious. Inside job. Alibis again. Marcus, smoking on the balcony. Lila, with Marcus. Thorne, lab, testing samples. Damien, grounds, heard nothing. Elena, library with Damien, intimate alibi, but risky. Fingerprints on the knife, Harold's own, wiped clean. Poison residue in his system too, slow acting. Elena searched Harold's quarters. Hidden ledger, payments to Lila from Victoria, hush money for an affair with Marcus's father. Damien pulled her close that night. We're targets. Trust no one but me. Their lovemaking was frantic, shadowed by fear. If we get out, he murmured, run away. Together. Elena confronted Lila in the solarium. Sun streamed through glass, mocking the gloom. You poisoned Harold to silence him. And Victoria? Lila laughed, manic. Victoria caught me with her lover, Thorn. Threatened to cut me off. Harold saw me tamper the nightcap. Desperate times. But cyanide? Elena pressed. Swiped from Thorn's kit. He leaves it unlocked. Lila lunged, grabbing a shard of broken vase. Struggle ensued, Elena fought back, vase shattering further. Marcus burst in. Ladies! He subdued Lila, but his eyes gleamed opportunistic. Police arrived too late. Lila confessed partially, Victoria first, yes. Harold knew. Graves cuffed her. Case closed? Elena inherited. Eldridge hers. But doubts gnawed. Diaries mentioned a shadow lover, Damien, in the study. Alone, she tested Thorn's remaining vials. One laced, for her. Damien entered. It's over. She whirled. You. Victoria rejected you. Rage? He smirked. No. But Marcus paid me to watch you. Alliance. Betrayal stabbed. Marcus appeared, gun drawn. Clever girl. Lila was pawn. I poisoned Victoria, slow drip in her gin for weeks. Harold witnessed, so I silenced him. Thorn supplied cyanide unknowingly. Why? Debts. And you, too perfect. Marry me, or die. Damien lunged. Gunshot. Chaos. Marcus fell, clutching chest. Cyanide bullet? No, blank. Damien's ploy. Inspector Graves emerged from shadows. Staged. Damien's my informant. Truth, Victoria faked her death initially, slow poison antidote, testing heirs. But Marcus killed Harold for real, planning to frame Lila. Victoria confronted him, he poisoned her fatally. Damien? Her true son, hidden. Elena's uncle. Heir protector. Elena walked free, manor hers. With Damien, lover turned ally, the shadows lifted. In the end, love conquered murder's grasp. Years later, Elena stood at the altar, Damien beside her. Eldridge bloomed anew. But in quiet nights, she wondered, was every serpent slain?